All right. Hi, everyone. First off, we, with the Washington Spirit, are really excited to be a part of this event and looking forward to the match tomorrow. We're joined today by head coach Adrian Gonzalez and defender Tara McKeown. We'll start with questions in the room and then go to Zoom. So if you're on Zoom, raise your hand and we'll get to you after questions in the room, but we'll start here. Who would like to start? We'll start in the front. Just direct who your question is to, please.
Good afternoon, Paula Maruri, Tenteneo in San Francisco. First of all, welcome to San Francisco. How important is this game for the franchise? Thank you so much. And I do have a follow-up.
Cool.
You can. All right. Thank you. I think it's huge, to be honest, as an organization, to be part of this. We're trying to, expand also the Washington Spirit brand internationally and also here in the U.S. So we are seeing how important is this type of events because, the attendance that we are going to have, how the league is growing. I think that's something huge for the players and also for the fans. And obviously being part of this is something amazing for us.
What do you think about the growth of women's soccer in the United States, especially when the World Cup is around the corner? Thank you so much.
It's for me or for T?
Thank you, guys.
You can go.
Just being a player and being part of this league for the past 5 years and being able to witness how much has grown since I started is amazing. And then, as you said, as the World Cup is coming up and the Olympics, it's going to even expand way more. And hopefully to be a part of that too, it's just going to be great for women's sports and like the younger generation to see how much women's sports are growing in the U.S. and worldwide.
Thank you so much.
Hi. Can you hear? Okay.
There you go.
Tamara Griffin with The Athletic. Before I get to tomorrow's game, I want to ask about the week that you've had and all of the travel you've been doing. We're recently in El Salvador, different climate. Can you sort of just talk, the question is for both of you, about the adjustments that you had to make in order to manage both that game and this upcoming one?
Well, we are having now a lot of players available. I think that's something important and something that obviously we've been working. Try to manage the rest also, I think it's key. Trying to recover as better as possible because you don't have too much time to prepare, the next game. But I think being a new situation to all of us, I think we are doing good. Also players, they are recovering, they are just getting ready for the next game. And yeah, something that we need to be aware because it's going to happen often, but I think we are doing a good job. Also mentally, we are prepared. And yeah, just the fact that we have more players available, we can also share minutes and the loads, and I think that's something important to manage these type of situations.
Yeah, I agree. And I think just as a team, we've been really excited this week. And going into that game, being able to be in that tournament, we were excited going into that game and then obviously got a great result. So I feel like it's just taking our excitement onto this game and being part of this also history in the NWSL.
For Tara. Sam reminded me that the Spirit were also invited to Seattle for Megan Rapinoe's send-off game, which back then set an attendance record. So some members of this team do have that experience playing in front of these crowds of 30,000 plus. What is that experience like? And how are you sort of anticipating maybe something similar as Bay FC hopes to break an attendance record again?
Yeah, it's amazing, and it was amazing to be part of that, and I feel just as grateful to be part of this game. It's just so much fun when you look out into the crowd and you see like all the stands filled up and people there, whether we're home or away. We've been away both times now, but still the energy in the stadium is so much fun to be a part of.
Anthony Flores with NBC Bay Area. You got a chance to look at the pitch. What are your thoughts of the field, Oracle Park? And also, if I'm asked, are there any challenges in playing on the field where there was, dirt just a couple days ago and now there's grass?
It looks great. No, there's no issues. I mean, it's a fantastic environment. Some environments like this, you need to enjoy it. So it doesn't matter, the feel, how the feel is. I think the atmosphere that we're going to have, it's going to be unique, and we need to be grateful, as Tara was saying, try to enjoy also the game, and, because I feel like we are changing a little bit the game, we are making history all together, and we need to enjoy this type of games.
Yeah, I agree. This stadium's beautiful, so to be able to play in it, and I like baseball too, so in a baseball stadium, it's a lot of fun.
There any further questions in the room? Yeah, tomorrow.
Taking advantage of being here. I was just thinking, Tara, of what you just said about how both of the last two major, in terms of attendance games, you were visiting teams. But I also know Audi regularly sells out. So is there a sense, as you're getting invited to these games where there are, 30,000 plus people in the stands, most of whom are probably not rooting for you, is there like a growing desire to maybe try and do something similar in or near like the DMV?
I'm not sure if there's any plans of that in the works. I mean, we love playing at Audi, and the fans that we do get there are amazing, and that's like that's just our home with all our fans and being able to play in front of them. So I'm not sure. We love Audi and just love playing there.
Okay, we will go to Zoom. If I call on you, please unmute. Oh, yep, sorry. Before that, one more in the room.
Me gustaría hacerle esta pregunta en español. Yo vengo de una estación que hablamos español y inglés, y me gustaría que invitáramos a todo el público de este área de la Bahía que va a venir a apoyarlos y que sobre todo son amantes del fútbol. Muchas gracias.
A ti. Muchas gracias. ¿Cuál es la pregunta, perdona?
Que invitemos a todas las personas que hablan español,
Okay.
latinos, que están aquí representando, sobre todo en la misión, para que vengan a ser parte de este gran momento histórico para las mujeres y el deporte en general. Gracias y
Genial.
bienvenido.
Muchas gracias. Bueno, al final, pues yo creo que cuando hablamos de ayudar, en este caso, a las jugadoras y atletas profesionales, pues no hay rivalidad, ¿no?, entre equipos, y como bien dices, pues toda la comunidad de habla hispana, tanto aquí en San Francisco como en Estados Unidos, pues evidentemente les invitamos a que vengan. Me siento bastante identificado porque también tenemos una gran comunidad de habla hispana en Washington y en Virginia y en la zona, y estamos, creo que, construyendo también algo muy bonito. Y bueno, pues desde aquí invitar a todo el mundo a que sea partícipe de un acto tan representativo y histórico, porque al final, pues en este país también hay muchísima diversidad, y creo que también es importante que se refleje en eventos como este. A ti.
Okay, we will go to Zoom. Jason, you can unmute, and I believe we'll be able to hear you.
Let's test that. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Perfect. Tara, Adrian, thanks for speaking with us. Adrian, I wanted to start with the normal housekeeping pregame kind of questions. Trinity came into the game in El Salvador and then came out. It didn't seem like there was an issue, but we didn't get a chance to ask afterwards. Can you clarify what went into that?
She's fine, no worries.
And everyone else that's traveled, any change in their status?
All good.
Tara, I wanted to ask you, first, being from California, I imagine you have a high level of people asking for tickets. How many people are showing up from your family and friends and whatnot?
I think around 12. It's not as big as the Southern California game crowds for me, but my parents are making the trip out here and my aunt lives out here, so definitely some family still in the audience for me.
Nice. Adriana, just the last one for me. In this last few weeks since Hatchie announced her pregnancy and had to step away from the group, obviously that means she's not just not on the field, she's not around the group as often, maybe not on this trip, for example. A player like Tara, a player like Paige Pater captaining the team Wednesday. How have those younger leaders stepped in during this spell when In the past, you've had Andy Sullivan and Hatchie and Aubrey Kingsbury all kind of steering the ship from that angle.
I think it's part of the process that young players, can learn also from the veterans. And fortunately, we have great captains that they've been for a while in this league, and they are really good models, and players like T, and we have other leaders, Hal, and other young players that are learning also. And I think they are going to be the future captains in this team. So it's a great opportunity for them to learn from players who have been around. And obviously, right now, Andy is not with us every day, and also Hachi. So we need more leaders to take a step forward, and T and all players are doing a great job taking that step forward.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
We'll go to Andre. You could unmute.
Hello. Thank you for taking the time to answer some questions. Adrian, I want to start with you. Bay seems like a pretty difficult team to prepare for. Some games they're very transitional. Some games they want to possess. They don't really seem to have settled into an identity. So how did that affect your preparation for this game?
Well, we need to be prepared to different scenarios. We know that in the past they've been trying to keep the ball and playing possession-based. Maybe right now they are a little bit more vertical sometimes, so they have different options to attack. They've been building up in a different ways with different shapes. I think it's a team very versatile also. So again, as every week we need to anticipate different scenarios, but as I always said, we like being focused on us, what we want to do as a team in and out of possession, and according to what happened during the game, we have obviously different solutions to manage.
Appreciate that. And Tara, I wanted to ask you a question, kind of building off of the questions about playing in front of a crowd like this and the Megan Rapinoe crowd as well. The Spirit sometimes seem to embrace a little bit of villain mentality, so you get to kind of spoil this big surprise if the result goes your way. How does that give the team any kind of motivation? Is that kind of a thing that you're like, this would be great if 30K plus show up and we're able to take home the W in front of everybody?
I think there is some part of that, but I also think it's just another game, and we go into like every game, home or away, wanting to win and wanting to be the villain, I guess, to the other teams. So I don't really think the crowd changes that. I think we go in with the same mindset, knowing that we came here to do a job, and that's what we're hopefully going to do.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll go to Marissa. You could unmute.
Hi, Adrian. Thanks for speaking with us today. I know you mentioned in the last presser that we would see some rotation and some players getting some rest. As far as those players that did play on Wednesday, is there any possibility that we see some of those players maybe play tomorrow or be available as well on the bench?
Yeah, we are going to keep making rotations every week, every game. So we had the chance to share some minutes the other day, and we need to see how the players are. But right now, as I was saying, we have a deep roster. We have a lot of options. The availability is now really good. And from there, we have the chance to play with different players, with different startings, and all players should be ready to play tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, is everyone good? All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.